Hello friends, welcome back to the Art Room with Mr. Eck. Today we're going to be learning about shape, line, and color, inspired by the Dutch artist Piet Mondrian. Mr. Mondrian was living and painting about 100 years ago in Europe, and we are going to be making an artwork inspired by his artwork. Let's look at a couple of his paintings right now. Here are two of Mr. Mondrian's paintings right here. As you can see, he didn't start off drawing in squares and lines, but as he developed as an artist and throughout his life, his style got more and more simplified and stylized until he just broke it down to the very simple artistic aspects of shape, line, and color, specifically black, white, and the primary colors, which are red, yellow, and blue. The painting on the right, he did several like this with big thick lines, and then as you can see he's got one blue, three yellow, and two red rectangles or squares, and two black squares or rectangles, and the rest are white. And then here on the right, he did this one. It's called Broadway Boogie Woogie, and he did this one very late in his life when he moved to New York City. And this painting represents New York City. It's why it's so busy, and it's got so many lines and colors and little shapes going on. It just has a lot of energy that's supposed to represent New York City. And this one is interesting to me because he didn't use any black on this one. It's all white, primary colors, and you can see some gray in there as well, but no black. Pretty interesting. So a lot of people look at his art and they're like, that's so simple, anybody can do it. Yeah, but he's also the first person that did it, so that's really cool. That's extremely creative to come at art from a different direction than anybody has made art before. So I have a lot of respect for Mr. Mondrian, and I think his art is interesting and fun to create art in his style, which is what we will be doing today. So creating artwork in Piet Mondrian's style is pretty straightforward. I'm going to use some lines, I'm going to use some squares and rectangles, and I'm going to use the primary colors along with black to create this artwork. So first I'm going to draw some lines. I'm going to divide up my page with lines. Notice that I'm not going to be drawing rectangles. I'm not filling up my page with rectangles, I'm drawing lines, and as you draw the lines and they go across each other, they will create rectangles. I think that looks a lot cleaner than trying to fill it up with a bunch of boxes. Just focus on lines. And we're only doing up and down lines and sideways lines. We're not doing any curvy lines, we're not doing any diagonal lines. We're trying to keep this vintage Mondrian style. So I'm going to do this in time lapse to save time, and then it will be your turn. And here's my finished Mondrian-inspired artwork. I think it turned out pretty nice. Mondrian's a great artist for us to learn about when we're learning about shapes and colors and lines, because that is exactly what he used. He boiled down art to some of the most basic elements of art to create his artwork. And I enjoyed making this Mondrian-inspired artwork. I hope you enjoy making yours, and I will see you guys next time.